We're gonna start. We're just gonna start. Give me a second. Baby, touch me, baby. Yeah. Touch me, baby. Yeah. Baby, touch me, baby. Yeah. Baby, touch me, baby. All right. Good morning. God bless you guys. It is Weird Wednesday, June the 29th, 2022. 6 minutes after the hour. Welcome, guys. Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up team. That's Senny J. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. God bless you guys. That chat room is wide open, or please call in 570-982-6950. I'm going to say the same thing I say each and every day. Broadcasting live, iHeartRadio, radio.com. Sponsored by Comedy World Network, guys. Download the Comedy World Network app, just in case everything fails on this side. You can continuously listen to the show. Special shout out to all our affiliates. Thank you so much for all you guys listening throughout the country. Thank you so much. You can Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. All the links come up. God bless each and every one of you guys. Thank God for Jesus, like my mother always say. We truly appreciate you. If you're not on social media, we're on YouTube. Go to our YouTube page. It's the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Like and subscribe to the page. You get notified when we go live on this glorious Wednesday morning as the sun is shining out here today. It's a good look. We're on Facebook this morning as well, and we're on all social media platforms. God bless each and every one of you guys. Go to our Facebook business page, like the page, and get notified when we go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. We definitely appreciate you joining the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team group. A lot of interesting posts in the group. And thank you so much. This is where you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Senny J, God bless you.
Wow.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Whoa.
How are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have a great show for you today on this Weird Wednesday. I want you to stick around with us because I'm going to have front page news where I let you know what's going on locally, nationally, and globally, as well as everything happening in entertainment news. So you want to stick around for that.
Well, thank you, Senny. I'm definitely going to stick around for all of that. Now, Senny, before we start the show, there's something, there's a hot video brewing online, as you said, and it brings up a topic of conversation. And a young lady was very argumentative with her baby father, who brought over food for his son, their son, or their child. And he only bought food for one, and the young lady has 3 other children, total of 4 in the house. And she was very disappointed and very angry, and she videotaped it, of course, and it's almost going viral. So, Senny, I think what we should do, Senny, are the people on? Are they coming into the room?
Yeah, they're coming in. I'm just trying to share this.
Okay,
really
so
quick.
what we're gonna do? We're gonna start off the show with and good morning, guys. Come on in, like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team.
Yes,
Plays.
Share.
As like I always say, summer hours, and I know Princess Cox No Pause always. He always laughs about that, and we are definitely on summer. We're here this week. We're out next week, guys. The week after, we're back at the Iron Mule, July the 10th, for the big comedy show. And then what we're going to do, we're going to shut the comedy down for the month of August, and we'll be back in September. So get your tickets. The one and only Ray Gordon will be in the building from Philadelphia, from HULF and BET's Comedy View. So get your tickets now. Come on now, Summer Madness. That's July the 10th at the Iron Mule, 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. Please, if you guys don't mind, share the show. Special shout out to you yesterday, Senny, my Aunt Mary's in town. I'm going to head on to New York soon. When she coming.
Where does she come up from?
Atlanta. And now my mother and my aunt and my other aunt, all 3 of them, God bless, they're going to head on down to Atlantic City with the rest of my family members. And I hope and pray that they have a good time. Senny.
They be partying out there, Shawn?
Yo, my mother and my aunt, remember, my mother, God bless her, 90 years old.
You're not going to go out there?
No, I got to work.
Oh.
My mother's 90 years old, and her sisters are like, in the mid-80s.
Yeah.
And God bless these young ladies. They keep it moving.
I love it.
They all have book schedules. They enjoying, you know, the twilights of their lives, and they just having a good time in their journey. So I just want to, you know, we all need to embrace our elders and be so appreciative of them, you know, for being here, and we are truly blessed to have them. Now, Senny.
Yes.
Before we start, I'm gonna sit back, relax. Senny, I tell you what, why don't you just take it from this part, and then we'll go from there. How about that? While I sit down and drink my coffee, it works.
Yeah, you can do that. Drink your coffee, Shawn.
All right. Senny, you can just sit it on the table.
Okay, I'm gonna play this video for you guys. Some of you probably already heard it. For those of you who haven't, so this is a conversation between a baby mama and her baby daddy who came to bring just his one child food.
And she videotaped it.
She wanted to put him on blast, so here we go.
Okay. Because she thought that he's putting it out there that he's a good father, and she wants to try to reveal that he's not.
Right, so listen close.
God bless.
Not God bless.
Play it. We just had a great intro, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, we sounded so professional, and it was, and now that's why when you get those iPhones, man, that's like stand up.
I'm gonna play it. Here we go.
Every day, my baby daddy.
You can put it down. Put it down.
With one meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you about?
Them my kids, them your kids' siblings though. So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the 7.
Lisa, what's that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
How are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are their daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. They're your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine.
Yeah, they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, I did.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of them? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me? First of all,
Because I'm exposing. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
I'm a good daddy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one fucking piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all then. He can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the all I go to my mother account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with? That's the one you gonna
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
They're my so that means
Yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kid as
She threw the food. She threw the food. She threw the food on the floor.
Bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish as a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that. Dumb. Dumb. He not finna do it. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid.
All right.
So I was finna take that day.
Senny.
Yeah, I had enough.
It's the McDonald's for me.
It's the McDonald's. Yeah.
When people say
It's the McDonald's. The McDonald's for me. The internet is deaf. All right, hold on. Let me start this off. Senny. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. It is such a beautiful day out today. Birds are chirping. The sun's out. June the 29th. Thank God.
not the sun.
Now, obviously, there's a lot of comments going on with this video that's brewing up, and it's definitely going to become a viral video. I appreciate this young lady for taping this and sort of entertaining us and allowing us into her real life along with this dude. The baby father. Obviously, this is a woman that probably, Senny J, that gets multiple amounts of money for food stamps, EBT throughout the months. Hold on. That has nothing to do with it. Whether what she does with her money or not, yes, she needs to be more responsible. There's a part that she has to play in this whole situation, okay? The guy, the baby father, and then I'll yield the floor to you, Senny J. The baby father is being passive aggressive. He's being mean spirited. He's focusing on his child in a wrong way, I believe. This is a man that knows that this woman has 3 other children. She made a point to me when she said, yes, that is not these. You do only have 1 child. These other kids are not yours, but it's your child's siblings. She do have a point there. Now, if you're a grown-ass man and you know that this is the situation that your baby mother's in, and you know that everybody's reckless in this situation, Senny, I'm not judging. And there's a very reckless situation, some ghetto-ish going on, whatever. You can't be a man and come over to the house, and there's 3 other kids. There's 4 of them in there, and only bring food. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Talk to them, Shawn.
You can't be a man. And you can, first of all, yeah, you're right. Everybody's right. It's the McDonald's for me. It's still $20 to $30 you're going to spend. You're going to spend $8 to $10 per kid. It's less than $40 to feed all the kids. Bro, why would you put your son in a horrific situation where he's the only one eating and the others aren't? Don't you think that the mother is being a mother? She's protecting the others. It has not. You're just like when we had these freaking birds out here. The mother is just protecting the other children. Throw out the fact that these other baby fathers are around. Throw out the fact that this woman is not responsible for the food stamps. I get it. But at that moment, you can't roll up. And if you see the video, he rolls up very aggressively. With Senny, put that video in the group when we get a chance. He rolls up very aggressively. He got that big extra large drink along with the food for 1 child. I believe that he's dead wrong. And I believe he's not doing this for the child. He's doing this to get back at the baby mother. It's called passive aggressive. He's passively aggressive. He's not doing this for his son. He's trying to prove a point to this woman. Right. He's doing it and he's being very mean-spirited. Yeah. Don't come over there. Or, now Senny going to give her point. I was going to say Senny's point, but now I'm going to yield the floor to her in a minute. It is horrific that a man, knowing the whole situation, she said, I get my food stamps on the 11th. He knows this. Again, throw that out the window. Throw the baby fathers out the window. Have some type of compassion, sir. And that's the problem in the society today. We are so polarized. We don't give a damn about nothing or nobody. How can you be a man and knowing that there's the other badass kids over there that's not yours? You're going to purchase food for one child that's yours. What about the others? And look at the friends benefits, you idiot. Bring over food for all of them. You feel better about yourself. I'm not saying when it's time to buy clothes, buy all the others clothes. I'm not saying that. But there's levels to this. If you're coming over there, and you're coming over there every day with the same food for the son, you don't think the mother's going to be upset about that? But we all throw out the fact that these are not our kids. We know that. But how do you make your son feel that he's eating and the others aren't? I yield the floor.
No, Shawn, you're right. I mean, I think what's happening is things are getting lost in translation, right? Because people don't want to receive the premise of the message because of what you would call the other noise that's in the situation. The other noise. The possible 2 to 3 other fathers that she has. The fact that she's on food stamps. You know, the fact that, you know, she's obviously in an agitated state. So she's coming off very aggressive. And everybody wants to, clap for the man that, well, at least he showed up. What would the conversation be if he didn't come and bring food? Then she'd be mad too. Like, that's not the point. The point, yes, is her tone way off? Is she putting expectations on this man that are, basically unrealistic? You can't expect somebody else to want to at least do something for other children that are not theirs. I can totally understand that. But at the same time, it's what the situation is. To shame somebody because of their situation, we all know, maybe, I don't know, maybe what if one of the baby fathers died? What if one of the baby fathers, it was a one-night stand and she decided to keep her baby and now she can't get in contact with him? Like, there's all types of different variables as to why somebody is, or maybe she is trying to get child support and he ain't working. He don't want to work because he don't want her to get no money. Like, we all know that all these different types of situations occur. But to me, why would you want to put your child in that type of situation, in that environment where he's being envied by his brothers and sisters?
Senny.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like sometimes when some parents, they'll come pick up the one kid for the day, take them out, have them have all this good fun, and then bring them home to their brothers and sisters, like, and it's like, why? And sir, why are you coming over every day and bringing food? Like, I need more information. Why don't you just get custody of your son? Why don't you have custody? Let's talk about that. Because you coming over every day and bringing food, like, what is that about? You wasting gas, you wasting resources, spending money. You could have bought spaghetti, sir. That could have fed everybody and your son.
No. Senny. And guys, if you want to call in 570-982-6950. I mean, sorry. 570-6 570. What's the freaking number?
570-982-6950.
Right, if you want to call them. Losing my nugget.
Yeah, I need to know how old the kids are too.
Let's say they under 12 years old.
Yeah, I think these are elementary school age children.
Now, again, and call in for your thoughts if you or put it in the chat room. I don't care. Again, and my beloved nephew Lee Scott, who I love to death, says that when I said I used the word compassion. Lee Scott in the chat room says he's having compassion for his son. I totally disagree. This is not about the child. Everybody wake up. What is wrong with It's never about the child. in
Yeah.
situations like this.
Yeah, it is about him.
It's not about the child. This son, this father don't give a damn. He's getting back at the mother. He's making her feel inadequate. She was so upset. She said, I got to film this. You got to see this. It bothers her.
Yeah, he wants to make it known. I'm taking care of my kid.
Right, my kid.
You got them.
You
got all
them.
them other kids.
That's right.
That's your
And
responsibility.
I'm gonna remind you of this every day, bitch.
Yeah, because I'm the only one that's
This
probably
has
doing
nothing
anything.
to do with the child.
Because you know
What is wrong with you people?
You know what I said, Shawn? Because I was like, let me put myself in that mind frame, right? Like, could I imagine myself sitting at a drive-thru, knowing I'm about to go over to my kid's father's house where he has other kids, and I'm just gonna order a burger, fries, and a drink for my kid?
Hold on.
Put yourself in that
Hold
mind
on.
frame.
All
Who
right,
does that?
everybody. It's moral compass check time on this show the way we do it. It's time to check your moral compass. Right now, I'm going to ask you, call in or put it in the chat room. If you pulled, what Senny just said, if you're pulled up into a McDonald's, and right, why McDonald's? I get it. If you pull up into a McDonald's drive-thru and you're going over to see your son, your daughter, whoever, and you know that there's 3 other kids over there, it's moral compass time, everyone. Are you still going to buy only one food item, one order of food for your child, or are you gonna buy the other kids food? It's yes or no.
Yeah, like.
Which one is it, everybody? Senny, give me a number one. I'm going to buy food for the other kids because I don't want to look like an asshole.
Who does that? Who does buy?
Senny, put a number one in for me. And Senny, what's your number one or number? You're buying up food for the other kids?
Yes.
Put a number one for yourself.
I put another one from
Put a
myself.
number one if you're buying food for the kid, or put a number two if you just for all the kids, or put a number two if you're not.
Vanetta says she's trying to call in.
What is wrong with you people? This is not about the child. It never is when it gets to this level. With custody, with this pettiness, with the food, with the clothes, the other baby father, because there's underlying resentments.
Yeah.
You're a resentful person in the situation, or you resent the situation. That's why you're doing it. It's passive aggressive behavior. Has nothing to do with the child. Why do y'all keep barking on the child? It's him.
Yeah.
It's him. Oh,
It's him.
It's him. It's him. It's nobody else. It's this guy. He's pulling up. And if you see the video, he got a fly-ass sweatsuit on. Oh, this... Yeah.
Or I think she's here, but you can put one on hold.
Okay. Yeah. He. Hold on. This Vanetta, you there?
Hold on. Hold on.
All right. And that's what this is about. It ain't about nothing else.
Hello.
And you know, I know everybody has their opinion. You could go on with your opinion, but this is the bottom line. This has nothing to do with the child. Shawn Harvey Morning Show with Senny J. God bless.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is Vanetta.
Hey, Vanetta.
Okay, I have to say, I'm a mother and everything. I have to say, I disagree with y'all.
All right.
I really disagree with y'all. My thing is this. There's a couple of things that's wrong with this video, because I saw this video, like, I don't know, yesterday, day before yesterday, whatever. First of all, it is not that man's, and before you go off on me, Shawn, it is not that man's responsibility to take care of all those other kids if he is not in a relationship with that woman. Period. So, while I say that, we don't know the backstory. We're only provided a certain scope of the video. We don't know the full scope of the situation, the relationships. We don't. So we really don't have enough information to even make a judgment on. But I'm just saying, from what I saw, it is not that man's responsibility to take care of all those other kids that she has. And I got 4 kids. So and one child is not by, my ex. So that's why I'm saying that. To me, I also feel like he was wrong in bringing the food. Yes, I do think he was wrong in bringing the food. I don't know if maybe she asked him, listen, I don't have no food in the house, whatever. I don't know what she said to him, because to me, if I was him, I would have just gave her some money. Buy a bag of rice, a pack of chicken, whatever the situation is. So I think he's wrong in bringing the food to the house like that. If he wants to treat his son, which I don't know why the child's eating McDonald's all the time, but if he wants to treat his child, then he needs to pick that child up, take him on a little outing, and then buy him food and then deposit him back off at the house.
Okay.
But it is not his responsibility to be taking care of all those kids.
Okay.
So you mean to tell me if he buys his son a pair of sneakers, he got to buy sneakers for everybody else in the house?
Okay. Okay. God bless you. Now, Senny, stay right there. But everybody, Vanetta's on the phone.
Staying right here.
Vanetta's on the phone. She used to, AKA, she used to be known as Vanetta. Went back to Vanetta.
I'm still Vanetta.
Okay. All right. First of all, let's just go with what we see. Okay. We can extend the conversation on the what ifs and different scenarios. We can do that until the cows come home. Let's go with what we see. That's the first thing. And then the second thing, Vanetta, I'm going to ask you, in this particular situation of what you see on this video, if you was going over there, let's put yourself in that position. You going over there to the baby father's house to see your son, and he got 3 other kids over there, and you pull up into that McDonald's. Are you, in just this isolated situation, let's throw out all the clothing and everything else. When you order food, are you going to order food only for your son? Or you going to order food for the other 3? Exactly. Exactly. Because now you're dealing with your moral compass. That's why you're pausing.
Because say this, that I'm not buying food at all.
No. You're buying Vanetta. But let's stay on planet Earth.
No, but
hold on. Hear me out. Wait. Let's stay on planet Earth. You're in the driveway. Or your son, whatever. You know you're going over to see your son. You're ordering food. You know the 3 kids are over there and you know they're not eating. Are you ordering food for the other kids or you just going to order food for your son?
In that specific situation you just mentioned, then yeah, I might buy them an extra cheeseburger or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why? Because you have compassion.
You mentioned. But that's in that situation you mentioned. But I'm talking about the way she's coming at him. First of all, the way she's coming at him, we already know there's other issues there. But the way she's coming at him, it is absolutely not that man's responsibility to take care of them other kids. That's why I said he's wrong in taking food over there. He should have just picked his child up and went on about his business and then dropped his son back with a full belly.
And I totally agree with you. But I'm just saying, in that particular situation, what are you going to do? Like I said, we can go back and forth with this conversation. It's definitely an interesting conversation. But what are you going to do? I am not going to buy my son food knowing that the situation is chaotic over there. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to spend the extra money to buy the other kids food. I'm just going to do it.
The reason why is because in your mind, if it would cross your mind to not get the other one's food, because I know he thought about it, but you know what he said to himself? Nah, them not my other kids, so I don't care. So that action right there in your mind, that's the selfish action. That's the twist to it. Because you just want to spite the mother. Because you know it's wrong, but you're rationalizing it to yourself as to that's why you're doing it. And I mean, yes, we all have to take accountability for the people that we sleep with. But should that be the child's fault? And nobody's saying that you have to take care of them. But to me, if you're buying McDonald's every day, that tells me that she probably told him, look, I don't really got no food over here and you'd be hungry. And, you know, I got the kids over here. Like, you think you can help me out? And instead of him putting money in her hand or actually going, like, shopping, you could have bought her a bag of rice, like you said, pack of chicken, some spaghetti. Yeah. You could have done that, but you're choosing to show I'm going to provide just for my kids.
Senny J.
That's just messed up.
Senny J. Hold on, Vanetta. Senny J. And we're going to give Vanetta the last word.
Or a pizza.
But Senny, we know Vanetta. There's a lot of folks out there that listen don't know Vanetta. A bunch of us know Vanetta. This is a kind-hearted, good person.
But when Vanetta get petty...
Okay, she can get petty. But I don't think... I'm not gonna bet my life on it. But I think Vanetta would have enough compassion in this particular this isolated situation that she would buy food for the others.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vanetta.
I think you would too.
Yeah, because that's sure give me the guilt trip. No, to be honest.
Wait. Then if you feel, then if you're feeling guilty, then that's something you got to deal with your compass, your moral compass. If you're feeling guilty, then it proves that point.
Right,
I'm not gonna bet my life on it. I'm gonna give Vanetta the last word, Senny. I'm not gonna bet my life on it. But I think Vanetta would pull up. She won't pull up. She won't pull out of that driveway with one order.
Yeah, Vanetta, and you have kids that have a different dad. So
Yeah.
how would that make you feel if, you know, the one dad was just, you know, picking up his son and just not interacting with the other kids or whatever the case is?
Right. How would you feel?
Well, yeah. First of all, he's not supposed to interact with my other kids. That's number one. Number two, then yeah, I of course I would say something about that. I would say, listen, why didn't you just pick him up and take him and go get something to eat? Don't bring food here knowing I have other kids. But again, I'm also looking at her body language. If that's the case, yeah, just like you said, maybe he should have bought a pizza too. That might have been cheaper than the damn McDonald's, to be honest with you. But at the same time, I'm also looking at her attitude towards him and stuff like that. We don't know what's going on in the background. And my thing is, if he's bringing McDonald's every day because you don't have food in the house, then there's a bigger issue. I'm sorry, there's a bigger issue. And we can't just put all the selfishness on the man, on this father of the one child. We also have to put some of the responsibility on this woman, some of the selfishness on this woman. We also have to put responsibility on her as well.
I mean,
Because I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I said, I was like, well, yeah, okay, maybe he should have picked him up. But where's all the other men? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
oh, well, we don't
You mean
know.
tell me you have nobody that you could get a bag of rice and a pack of chicken from?
Maybe
And a
she
can of beans?
maybe she can.
Maybe-
they're not available right now.
Nothing in your house?
Well,
She probably, well, because the way she threw the food. And actually, I was
She was
mad
pissed.
at her for throwing the food.
real.
Because if it were me, I would have came up there and been like, look, I just got y'all McDonald's. And I'm going to share it. I'm going to cut that burger in 6.
yo,
Because I'm having some of it, too.
and it was a big
That big old
orange. You
that
don't throw.
high C
You don't throw
bought,
that high C away, Vanetta.
that could have fed all of them.
I find more of a problem with how she's acting. She's putting him on blast. She's actually making herself look bad, to be honest.
Okay,
Yes,
and you know what it
because
is?
Everybody's mad at her because she looks
Why
like
are
a
they mad at
mess.
her? Vanetta,
because
she's
they can't get past the ghetto-ness.
Vanetta, why? She's just a woman, honestly, protecting her nest, her flock, like the birds. She's upset. She says clearly, I know that's not your other kids. They're not your kids, but these are your son's siblings.
Right.
Says, I mean, what the fuck? What are we doing?
It's still not his responsibility.
I understand that.
It's still not his responsibility. And again, this had to happen before that she decided to tape him. Guess what? With a calm head, a conversation should have been had. Listen, do me a favor. I know these other kids are not yours, but when you come to pick up whatever, little Brandon, if you want to take him out to eat, please show me some respect. Pick him up and take him out. Don't bring food here knowing I have other kids there. Because then I'm not going to accept the food you bring for little Brandon.
But even that's messed up because they like, why Brandon get to leave every day at 3 o'clock and his breath coming back smelling like McDonald's?
That's the type of father he has. But
That's what you.
That's the type of father he has.
That's what.
She needs to explain.
So that's what you're gonna.
But she needs to conduct herself differently so that her kids know that this is the type of father that little Brandon has. He's not those kids' father.
So that's so now you're gonna convey to children. Look, he just got a good daddy. I don't know where y'all's daddy is, and But
It's
Nana, you
not-
don't say that.
It's fine. No, it's Senny. She has. Hold on, Senny. She has her viewpoints, and we respect that.
Because that's
But
what people are saying to children.
Yeah, it's fine. Again, everybody has their viewpoints, and
The
we
trauma
appreciate
child.
Vanetta's viewpoint. But the point is, no one sees the bigger picture here. Welcome to Harvey's house. Harvey sees the biggest picture.
I'm in Harvey's house today. I don't know how that happened.
Really?
I don't think that it's not that we don't see the bigger picture. But
What's
what
wrong
I'm
with
saying
you?
is also are going to create patterns.
Hold on, Vanetta. Hold on, Vanetta.
Okay.
Hold on, Vanetta. Hold on. We're gonna just let's get to Mike Grasky. Vanetta, don't go nowhere. Mike,
Yes, sir.
Vanetta, hold on. Are they talking about this in chat room, Senny?
Yeah, they talking about it.
Go ahead, Mike. Everybody, Mike's on the phone. Let's clap for Mike. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man, I've been listening, and you know me, I'm cut from a little bit of a different cloth because I feel like this. He did a manly thing, taking care of his kids, but he's not the man I would have been. Me personally, if I'm going to bring something for my kid, I'm going to bring something for everybody. My other thing is, if I have to bring food every day, I'm going to stop at the market. Like y'all said, get some spaghetti, get a family pack of chicken, get this, that, or the other. Because I'm not going to just feed one, let's feed them all. Because he has to eat every day. He has to eat every day. And going to McDonald's every day, first of all, that's not good for the kid. And it's not good for your pockets. Because I don't care if it's fast food or not. That stuff costs. Yeah. You'd be better off going to the market, spending that $20, $30 that you would have spent for a couple of days, and getting enough food for them to eat for a few days, to take care of what you got to take care of. Because bottom line is a couple things. One, it's not those other kids' fault that their fathers are not doing what they're supposed to do. It's not their fault. You don't ever punish the kids for what the grown-ups are doing. You take care of that. Two, how would you feel if you were in a position where you couldn't take care of your kids and some other man was buying for his but was leaving yours out all the time too? You know what I'm saying? Why are you going to buy for your kids and my kid is here? If I could do, I would do. So do it for the others. Now, as far as his woman and everything, her coming out of pocket like that, nah. Because you get more flies, what they say, with sugar than vinegar. You can't come to me with no attitude being nasty, this, that, and that. I don't care how mad you are. Because I'm still going to take care of what I'm supposed to be taking care of. And we need to talk about this. If you don't like the way I'm handling things, let's talk about it. Don't try to put me on blast, because putting me on blast means nobody gets nothing ever. If I'm going to be petty.
Well, there go the pizza. All right, listen. Hold on. Everybody, Mike's on the phone. Listen, Mike. It's bigger. What you're saying is, and especially your beginning statements, is what I'm talking about. It has nothing to do with the child.
Nothing.
It's compassion.
Absolutely.
You have to put everything off to the side and be in the moment to look out for the others. Okay, she came at it the wrong way. I totally agree with her in a sense. It's the way she articulated herself. It wasn't the best way, but we all clearly received her message. That's why we're talking about it. She's just a woman just protecting her children. She said it clearly. She said, I know this is not your son, but your son have other siblings.
Exactly, and that's why I said take care of them all. Because y'all know my backstory, but there's never been a time like if my ex had my kids and I was going to bring them something and not bring her something, it'd be like, hey, I'm going to the store. I'm going to pick up a couple rotisseries. Here's some beans. Here's some rice, like they said. Here's some bread. Hell, you take these rotisserie chickens, you chop them up, and you make some chicken salad. You make chicken sandwiches. I don't care what you got to do. But mine is not going to eat, and you will sit there and look at him like,
right.
Damn, where's ours?
Right. You could go you go supermarket and get 2 rotisseries for $5.99. Listen.
That's what I'm saying.
So, Mike, let me ask you this question that I asked Vanetta. Vanetta's still there, right? We're going to get back to Vanetta.
I don't know if
Vanetta, you're not pissed off, right? Mike Grasby, I already know the answer, but we just want to make it official. If you pulled up into a McDonald's drive-thru and you know this whole situation with the baby mother, are you still purchasing food just for your child, or are you going to purchase for the others?
You know what? On the straight up, it's 4 Happy Meals and something for the mother too.
Wow.
Something for the mother too. Because if there's nothing to eat, she's frustrated because of that. This puts something in her belly to calm her down too. And they can never say that I was not just a father, but a good provider.
Hey, and guess what happens too, Mike? Boy, every time Mike calls, he always drops his knowledge. And guess what happens after that? I'm going to just ride off of what you're saying. Pause. Then you continue your blessings. The universe will continue to bless you if you have these acts of kindness. Mike even threw something else in there, Senny. He said, I'll throw the baby mother a Happy Meal, a little whop, a little quarter-pounder meal. That's for you, bitch.
Yeah, man. I mean, first of all, you got to be, even if you're not the father, you can still be that father figure.
Ooh.
You know? And that's important. A lot of, like, our young men and young ladies don't have that father. You be that father figure. It's not that you're trying to take their place. It's that you're just trying to keep them safe. And that's the difference.
Exactly.
Yo, wait, let's clap.
That's amazing, Mike. It's about keeping kids safe, nourishing
You could be the father figure.
Just mental health all around. We know she's unstable, obviously.
He said you don't have to be the father. You can be the father figure. He said you don't have to be the father. You can be the father figure.
This is what we talk about when we say it takes a village. Where is the village, people?
Exactly.
Come outside of yourself.
Smoke. Mike, don't say another word. It's too much. Too much knowledge, brother.
Too much realness,
Too
Mike.
much realness, brother.
Love you,
All right,
Mike.
y'all stay safe. Stay
Put
blessed.
Vanetta
I'll
back
talk
on
to
the
y'all
phone.
soon.
Too much. What do they say in the chat room? Call Vanetta back. She said she had free time.
No, they're
He
just...
said you don't have to be the father, but you could be the father figure.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, they're continuing on with...
I'm running with that today.
And at the end of the day, and I know a lot of people are saying, oh, well, if that means if he buys one shoes, he got to buy them all shoes.
We're not saying that.
He takes one to a Knicks game, he got to take them all to a Knicks game.
See, now you guys are being petty for saying that.
Right. No, nobody's... Like, to me, simple things. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like if he knew she had to run out and go to a job interview and she's like, look, I'm trying to get people to watch the kids because my babysitter canceled on me. And he'll be like, yeah, I got, I'm off today. I'll take my son. Like, to be like, when you can have the opportunity to take all of them, like little situations like that, I feel like where you can extend a little bit more of yourself, why not? Now, as far as like buying big monetary items and like, special days and things like that.
Okay.
No, of course. I mean, I wouldn't expect, you to do that, if she's coming at him like that for that. That's, a little crazy. That's a little far-fetched. But I feel like little tokens of where you can extend yourself, why wouldn't you just do that?
Vanetta's back on the phone. Vanetta, you're not mad, are you?
No, I'm not.
She sounds mad, Senny. Right?
No, I'm not.
Are you mad at Senny or me? Which one?
No, neither.
Okay, glad you get the last word.
I mean, of course, that's why these discussions are good because you get different views and everything. And while I definitely appreciate, Michael Grassley and what he had to offer, and I think it's very commendable. I honestly do. But I'm still stick by what I said. I'm still stick by what I said. And just like my friend Danielle said in the chat room, she's also someone who made poor decisions in life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she chose this situation for. Well, I'm not gonna say she chose this situation for herself. I'm a back up because we don't necessarily go into situations or have kids thinking it's gonna end in a negative way. So let me refrain from saying that. But at the same time, I guess I'm just looking at the bigger picture as a woman. What other factors contributed to this one situation? That's what I'm looking at. And I think that's what's making me not see things the way you and Senny are. Because I'm looking at a whole picture here, not just what's going on in this video.
Yeah.
You can always try to record somebody in that moment.
That's
to make
the
them look bad. But to me, I always think about, well, what's the backstory? There's backstory.
Yeah,
here.
but we don't have the backstory. We go on by what we see. We don't have a backstory.
But there could be a backstory.
And it could be.
But the premise, the running theme in the situation is still the same. Again, if you take everything out, it's still, would you do for one of your kids' siblings and not the other? And do you know like what type of household that breeds and resentment and all this other stuff? So it's like, why can't you put your as an adult, as somebody who knows themselves, as somebody who understands the situation, she's a little unstable. That's why y'all are not together. Like, she don't have her ish together. As a regular minding, stable person, you could still just this is the situation that you have to deal with too.
is,
Because you want your child to have a stable type of environment. So as much as it's
and again, I totally understand that because me as the mother, right? Because I'm the nurturer, right? I'm the foundation. Me as a mother, I always made sure that my other son, that he never felt less than. That was a big thing for me. That was a big thing for me. So I always had to make sure that things was a certain way. I always had to make sure that I was doing my due diligence. So he never once grew up thinking, Dad, I'm a little less than because I got a different father. My son never felt that way.
Danielle, you said Danielle's in the chat room, right? Vanetta?
So she's in the chat.
Danielle, I need you to call in.
Because she was saying that the woman had made poor choices. So at the end of the day, I'm still going to put that back on that mother. Because she can video record him all she wants. These are the decisions that she made. So if she's saying, oh, he does this all the time, ma'am, why did you have a conversation the first time he did it or the second time he did it? Why did you have a conversation with him? Because, see, there's no way if she felt like that, he's going to still be continuously bringing food. Because guess what? I would have threw the food away that he brought yesterday as well.
Okay.
You understand? So that's my whole thing. Obviously, he's been doing this. Now you want to record him? You should have been throwing the second meal away. Before this became a pattern, you should have said that and set the tone from the beginning. So no, I'm putting the blame right back on her again.
Okay.
That's true.
What else are they saying? All right, let's clap for Vanetta. She's pissed. Let's go. I tell you, this way you get your morning started right. Let's clap for her. She's pissed. She's all right. God bless you, Vanetta.
And she got 4 kids. I'm sure she get the maximum amount of benefits. Man, why you don't have food stamps till 11? Why you don't have no food in your house?
Of course. I mean, again, we can extend the conversation. You're absolutely right. I said that in the beginning, but we just talking about, we just hear. This is what we see. Of course, there's a bunch of running questions that go with it.
4 choices with their EBT card. That's what I see.
Ooh.
She
Wow.
misusing
right,
the EBT.
So, right. So you're gonna order that 1 meal and drive over there and go, yo, she made bad choices with her EBT, so we're done. No, I get it.
Oh, your friend's
on the phone.
All right.
God bless.
Let my friend talk. All right, bye.
Not let my friend talk.
Shawn Harvey Morning Show with Senny J. God bless.
Good morning, guys. It's Danielle. How y'all doing this morning?
We doing good.
Are we doing good?
I'm scared to hear what you about to say.
I just don't want everybody mad at each other. Danielle.
Yes.
Of course, everybody, Danielle's on the phone. Of course, there's thousands of other questions. There's 200 other scenarios. We can dissect this whole thing to why I keep saying till the cows come home. Why do I keep saying that?
That's an American saying. Shawn.
Okay, cool. Could you give me a African saying, please, instead of saying? Well, just research one because cows come home is too American for me.
Finally, Prentice Cox is here. Go ahead, Danielle.
Okay. Well, he probably had his morning session.
Coming on late.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to the topic, and I did see the video online. I think it's the way you approach any human being if you need a favor or something from them. I feel like they had an issue prior, and he just wanted to do for his son. Now, what I said in the chat room was that she has to take some responsibility too. We don't know her backstory, but you have all of these children and only one is doing for his child. That's a problem. It's your choices you make in life also. And it's also stop having children with every man you meet thinking that you're gonna keep them. Stop doing that also. I don't agree with the McDonald's being brought to the home because that's taunting to me. But I do agree, take your child out to get a meal. You don't necessarily have to do anything for anybody other's child. He doesn't. If he chooses to, that's admirable. But he don't have to. And for me, you're not going to pop fly with me and think that I'm going to do for you and the rest of your children. So I think a conversation could have been had a little better on her end to kind of be like, look, I really appreciate what you do for our son. This is the situation I'm going through, blah, blah, blah. The recording these days is really getting out of hand. So to be petty, guess what? Now I'm going to always take my child out and he's going to have a full belly and I'm not going to give a damn about the other one. That's me in my petty head. That's me in my petty head. It is. Because you're not going to sit there, record me, pop fly, throw the food, all of that. And I feel like coming to the house, like I said, with the food is taunting the other children. That I don't like. But have a conversation with this man if you are going through something. Have a conversation with him. Don't assume that he's going to bring your kids, your other children, your child that you have with him, siblings, some food. Don't assume.
All right, hold on.
And if he doesn't want to do it, that's okay too.
All right.
But you're not going to bully me on camera and think I'm now going to do for your kids now because you broke. You're a bum.
Oh.
And you're a cum depot.
Oh my
God. You need
God.
to act accordingly.
A cum depot.
I said what I said.
Oh my.
She's a bum.
I thought
I thought she said something.
you did hear what you heard. You heard it right.
Okay. She said, I said what I said. That's the first time I ever felt victim of that terminology.
Behavior and approach makes all the sense in the world to me. You can, like Mike Grassi said, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar.
All right, Senny.
You really do. It's how you talk to people. And the fact that you want to roll this camera, talk crazy, throw the food, and I feel like this is not the first time that was ever done. I feel like that's the first time it wasn't done. She's a bomb. She's a bomb.
All right,
and she's not holding herself accountable for the stuff that she is doing.
All right, we're gonna get to.
If he wants to buy for the other kids, perfect, but he don't have to.
Okay.
No.
Okay, you guys keep.
You're not gonna bully me into doing that. I'm not.
Okay. All you guys continue. The phone's ringing off the hook. You guys keep calling in. We're going to get to your calls. 570-982-695. Senny, you got the number in the group?
Yeah.
All right. Danielle.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Cum Depot. Wow. I'm still on that, Senny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gonna have to put that in my
then
back
she,
pocket.
me too. Then she said, I said what I said. Wow. Thank you for that. Let me check your moral compass right now. Okay? I hear everything that you're saying, and I totally get it, and I actually agree with you. I get what everyone's saying. You're going over let's put yourself in that position. You know and you just shared it. You know how horrific it is. When you get through that McDonald's drive-through, Danielle, God bless you. Are you ordering one meal, knowing the situation that you're heading into, or are you buying the other meals for the other children? Which one are you doing?
Depends on how you talk to me. You talk to me nice, everybody could eat.
No, Danielle, wait a minute. They don't know. No.
Like
throw that out the
Godfather.
window. Throw all that out the window, Danielle.
Danielle's like the Don.
No, she's Danielle.
Everybody can eat.
Yeah, everybody.
You
talk to
nice.
me right. Everybody eats. Sit at the table.
Talk to me nice.
No, wait, hold on, wait. You already know the situation. It's already reckless. You know the baby fathers are paying that. We know this. You're going, you know your daughter's hungry. We know all of this. Matter of fact, there's no talking nice. Everybody's upset. Danielle, are you pulling out of that drive-through with only one meal to deliver to your son or daughter?
Absolutely. And he's getting in my car and he's going to eat. Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, let's clap. Wow. Cum Depot. I'm still on that.
Because next you're going to want me to buy the other kids' sneakers, socks, underwear, shirts for school, notepads. No. My son can eat this right in the car.
One thing that we could say,
on, Tim.
Yeah, the one thing we can say about Danielle, she's steadfast with these kids.
Right. F them other kids.
Yeah.
That's not my problem, man.
I love the kids, but we're not doing that. No, I really do love children, but we're not doing that. If we had that, just like you just said, that whole snap, no, my son in the car eating.
All right, so Senny,
Every day.
so
Breakfast, he eating bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. For lunch, he eating McDonald's.
oh my God.
And whatever else he wants for dinner.
All right, so Senny,
I was
Vanetta and Danielle is on the same page. We were safe to say, and Mike Grassley is in Harvey's house along with Senny, which is a rare occasion. Not only Mike is buying food, he's buying the baby mother food.
Right.
And these other two, God bless them, Danielle and.
She couldn't even get a cup of noodles from me.
Wow. Wow. All right, you got. All right, I want you to go back to work. You kicking it very real yourself right now. She said what she said.
Right.
All right, God bless you.
I love y'all. I see y'all too.
Wow.
Okay.
Cindy, what are they saying in the chat room, please? Wow, you got.
I mean.
Oh, a lot of smoke today.
The Godfather said, you know, those other kids' father.
Smoke.
Probably talking about the other kids. They laughing at Danielle. They still stick by what they said. Because people can't get past her. That's the problem.
So do you think that
People always want to,
Cindy,
be happy he at least calling that he's at least there, and her delivery was messed up, which I can understand.
But do you think that some folks?
But I can look at the bigger picture.
Do you think that some folks are falling into the almighty, the judgment zone here, where you can't get out of the way of the baby mother?
Yeah, they
Don't
can't get
don't
past
you
that.
think that? And again, I respect everybody's opinions on this. I believe that it's just a passive aggressive act on the father. I don't think it has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with these kids. And that is right. There's a whole bunch of different scenarios. I agree with everybody with that. I know. How did we get to this point? I get it. But we got to go off what we see. We know that this is a reckless situation. What else they saying in the chat room, Senny?
They are saying.
You guys are horrible, by the way.
Regina Glover said,
Regina, call back in. Go ahead,
she said, just feed the babies. She's wrong for that.
Hold up. Wait. She says, wait.
She's wrong for that?
What do you mean just feed? Regina, call back in. We missed your call. We want you to call back in. What is she saying?
I don't know. I think she was saying that she's wrong for how she was talking to the guy.
Well, again, of course.
Marcus, one emoji Johnson says she probably act out daily. The kid's probably right in the window looking at the messy situation.
No doubt.
Beanie Green says she's a bum.
Oh, my God.
She's a bum.
Oh, my God.
What is it about us black women?
Oh, man.
We hate to see a black woman in a ghetto situation. I think that's what it is. Like, y'all mad at that. I think y'all want to say, she getting ran through by all these different dudes. She's misusing the food stamps. You know what I'm saying?
So you think it's a resentment within the black women movement when it goes down to bum levelness?
Yeah, they just feel like, it's a stigma. It's just a stigma for women that have multiple children with different fathers. If you have more than 3 kids, I think the minimum is like 2 baby daddies. People will be like, because with the second one, like you tried to get it together probably and it didn't work.
But if it's a third,
but if you have a third and fourth,
it's you a hoe. You a hoe.
You just a slut. You the cum depot. You open 24/7. You best keep that to yourself. You better find a way for somebody to claim these other kids. You better say he died or something.
So everybody, this is a special show. Welcome, Senny's in Harvey's house for a day.
That's a weird Wednesday.
And that's a very weird Wednesday. So Senny, then maybe it's more of an underlying issue. Forget about the issue and the scenario that these two are going through, the baby father, the baby mother. Maybe it's just the underlying issues. If y'all want to get deeper into this.
That's the other layer.
With the resentment of black women with ghetto-ness with black women that are accomplished. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny. God bless. Who's this? Hello? Wait, let me see if I
see if it's on speaker. Prentice, I was asking, would you only bring your son food if he was at his mom's house with other children? That's what I wanted to know.
Please leave your message.
So I think, let's go back to the moral compass, and especially to the women. Are you resentful of? I hate to say bum or ghetto,
because there must be something wrong with you.
Yeah,
having all these kids.
Yeah, is that the underlying situation here, ladies? You mad at the ghetto-ness? She got to be a bum. Why she got to be? Damn, a bum? Come on.
Because she's mismanaging the food stamps.
Maybe she's financially irresponsible.
Right. She can be financially irresponsible, which is fine. We all know a lot of people sell food stamps. So she probably doesn't have that much. She's probably waiting till it carries over. When this video came out, the 11th is just coming up. Did she mean July 11th? And they about to be gone again because it's July 4th. So she's missing that.
Senny, Vanetta's on. She's pissed. Vanetta's pissed.
No, I'm not.
She's pissed. She's back on the phone.
But I just wanted to respond to what you said about as far as like resentment for a woman being, whatever, ghetto or whatever the situation is. I don't really think that's what it is. I think it's more of the fact that here she is trying to blast this man for what he's doing, but yet she's not taking no responsibility. I think that's what the issue is. Because all the effort that she's doing in kind of setting him up to come over and then record him, she should be putting that same effort into finding a food pantry or something.
Oh my God! But Vanetta, we would never.
I'm being very honest, and I'm saying that because I can speak from that place. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying that.
But Vanetta,
because there's no way that I'm gonna be here and I'm struggling or whatever to take care of my kids, which I have before, okay? And I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna have. I have time to take my camera out to blast this man instead of having a conversation with him. Because like I said before, this is a pattern. She said this is not the first time he's doing this. So, man, why have you allowed this? Why have you allowed this? Was it okay when he was bringing food over, when you still had some food stamps and could feed your other kids?
Yeah, but...
Or is it just an issue now?
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying at some point, we wouldn't have this discussion if she didn't videotape it.
Right.
So she videotaped it for whatever reason. We wouldn't be discussing this.
She videotaped it with the point of trying to make this man look bad, with the point of trying to berate him, with the point of trying to say he's not a good father because this is how he's doing my other children that he did not father. Those are her choices.
Oh, boy. Well, those other 3 kids going to be hungry with Vanetta, Senny.
No, it's not, because, see, I'm a different type of mother, and I've been a single mother more than once. So I know from maybe the resentment she's feeling within herself, but baby, that's on you because you made those choices.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
boy,
she's
there's a
not.
lot of smoke on this one.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking because I've been in those shoes. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying it.
Yeah, but you know what? I wouldn't. As a mom, we know we wouldn't allow that. You're not gonna, and that's why I think he really.
Hold on, Vanetta.
That's why I think that she really was asking him for money, or she asked for some type of help, and he felt like, this is how I'm gonna help you. Like a lot of men say, don't put me on child support. If you need stuff for the kids, I'm gonna just bring it over. Like that just type of energy. She probably was letting him bring meals over. This is why it boiled over, because she was like, wow, because the first time it probably happened, she said, all right, let him bring the food over. The second time, she was like, okay. The third or fourth time, she's like, all right, you really coming over here and really only bringing one meal? Like, that's what you really doing?
All right, Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny J.
Good morning, this is Beanie, and she's a bomb.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
At the end of the day, here's the reason, because there's also another video circulating with her cursing that man out because he bought school supplies for his son and she wanted him to give her the money. No, bum, because you probably gonna do something else with the money. No. Where's those fathers of the other babies? You can't condemn one and the one that's doing. Where's the other fathers? And like the other lady said, yes, why didn't you stretch them food stamps? Trust me, when I used to have food stamps and used to cash some in, I still had enough food in the house for my kids. And I had 4 sons as well. So, no, she's a bomb, a whole bomb.
Hold on, wait a minute. Since she's a whole bomb, let me add a whole bomb.
A whole one. Not to be confused with a half,
right.
Shawn.
We got cum deposits and whole bums. And I said what I said. Beanie, can I check your moral compass real quick?
Go ahead.
And before I do that, could you say good morning to Mr. Robinson real quick, if you don't mind? Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Is Princess in the chat room?
Yeah, he's there.
Go ahead, Beanie, if you don't mind.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson.
God, ooh.
That did something to me.
Ooh. It did something to me too. Let's check your compass. Are you pulling through the McDonald's drive-thru with one meal for your son, or are you ordering food for all the others?
Okay, typically, no. I will bring the other kids food. However, it's not gonna be an every time thing. I'm not their daddy. I'm not the ATM. I'm not Ronald McDonald himself. So no. I'm going to maybe once in a while, did the kids eat or whatever, but I'm here to bring my son, and if anything, I'm gonna say, send my baby outside. Send my baby outside for a minute. We're gonna take a ride. That's gonna be our little bonding time. Bring my baby outside, we taking a ride.
Right, so you're not, so Senny, Vanetta or Vonetta, Danielle and Beanie they're not bringing no food.
No.
They're not doing it.
No, well, why?
For why?
What about maybe just a little compassion? What about that?
Not every time I bring my child some food, no.
Like that is, but think that's their sibling, like that's their brother and sister. Like
I get it. I get that whole situation.
She's not bringing no food over.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
So
No,
little Junior gonna come home every day with hot McDonald's on his breath.
You're gonna come home with McDonald's and the siblings. I'm gonna bring some chips and some juices, and then mommy, you feed your kids. I bought them snacks. How about that?
Okay, she gonna buy the other ones a bag of chips.
All right.
They got snacks.
All right.
That's the all kids love snacks.
I love it.
A box of Cheez-Its?
A box of Cheez-Its, all of y'all get together.
Yeah, maybe I work at Costco. I get a big box.
Oh my God, it's brutal today. All right, God
Okay,
bless you.
Beanie.
Yep, y'all have a good day.
See, I am totally.
We missed the call. She said, "Have a good day." I like that, Beanie. At least she can bring. Well, at least you think about the other kids. You gonna get them a box of Cheez-Its.
She's not doing it. She's not buying nothing.
Good morning, Shawn.
All right, come on. It's Kathy Garrison. Come on, Kathy.
Yes, Kathy. Morning.
DJ.
God bless you.
Listen, I was calling just to give you a little detail on my relationship with my children's fathers. I had two children, two different fathers.
Okay.
One would have came and brought, dinner for both children. The other one would have came with just his. But because of who I am, you're not going to do that. You would took the kid to the car, took the kid out. And everyone that's speaking on the woman's wrong is right. Because how she handled it.
Okay.
She's mad. She's upset. Don't we all get upset? She's supposed to humble herself down and plead for mercy. She's upset. And you see, she articulated herself in a way that maybe most of us wouldn't. She's upset. She has a right to be upset. She has the right to be upset. She's a whole bum and a cum deposit person.
But what if he couldn't afford to feed everyone?
Well, then that's another situation. But at least, okay, all right, I'll tell you what, Kathy, and thanks for your transparency. She said one of the baby fathers would bring food for both of the children, and the other one won't, which the other one is not making it about the child because the other one is being passive-aggressive towards you. But let me ask you this question. Right, Senny? We've been asking it all day.
Right.
Are you pulling out of that McDonald's drive-thru with one meal for the child, or are you purchasing meals for all the others?
No, I would bring meals for all, and the other mother or father, whoever. Yes, I would.
There you go.
Because that's me.
There you go. See? You know why that's
still
you?
wrong because she didn't have to react that way.
I understand that. I get it. But what I'm saying is, so you will purchase food regardless of how this woman is feeling.
Yes.
You know why you're doing that? Because you have some type of compassion in spite of the situation. And I say that respectively to Beanie and Danielle and Vanetta. Welcome to Harvey's house. Because you will put all that to the side Because in your heart, you know that you can't pull out with one meal. Even if the scenario puts you in a place where you bring the kid out the car. You know that kid gonna come in there with his Happy. Do they still get prizes for Happy Meals or they cut that off?
I don't know. I haven't bought a Happy Meal in a minute.
Something's on the box.
Yeah.
That kid gonna come in there like he gonna be belly gonna be, and these kids gonna be starving. But that's another issue. Kathy, God bless you.
You
Yeah.
too. Have a good day.
Yes. Oh, I love Kathy.
All right, well there you go.
That was nice, Kathy.
Oh boy, I'm exhausted. I want a Happy Meal.
I do too. And actually, when I was thinking about this, it just made me hungry because I was like, why didn't you just get a pizza? And then I started really wanting pizza.
Oh my God.
But I wouldn't. I'm just trying to think because I mean, I don't have, but I know my kids and I know how close they are. And I know that if, let's say my children's father came over for like just my son and like didn't get my daughter anything, like I would be upset. And there are people that are doing this in their own homes. Like there are parents who feel like kids aren't theirs, or maybe an outside kid has to come over and stay with the family, and they literally ostracize that child. Like this is not some one-off situation. Like this is happening in people's homes right now, and people justify it, and it's sick to me because you're literally traumatizing one individual or creating a dynamic in your household for your own personal feelings. And I just think that is really what we have to look at. Is it an effed up situation? Yes. Is it something that we don't want to be in? Yes. But, you know, from what the video said, obviously he knew she had other kids when he involved with her. And then it brings up the conversation of like, well, how were you treating those other kids when you were involved with her? Like, were you just acting like them kids over there? Like, you better have them gone when I get there. Like, all this type of other stuff. Because if you had a bond with the kids before you had a kid with her, like, how could you even treat them? How could you even want to treat them like that either?
Well, Senny, regardless of what we're talking about, the
know.
overwhelming sentiment is that they don't give a damn about them other kids, and they're buying
the
food
black
for
community
kids,
is unforgiving,
and that's what it is, and that's where we're at, and we are officially in the minority with this, and I say that respectfully, and that's what it is. Senny, quick break. Oh, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Senny J. Good morning. Who's this?
Hello, this is Regina Glover.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Hey, Regina.
Senny, I met
Listen,
young. Oh.
I don't know nothing about the video y'all showed this morning or whatever happened, but at the end of the day, it's all about the children. I don't care what the mama did. I don't care how the daddy act, but no man can't bring one meal up in no mama's house, a real mama, and feed one baby and the other ones be hungry. I'm not going to do it. I got 3 grandboys, one not mine, but he don't even know it. Because when I fed him, when I fed mine, I fed him. When I beat mine, I beat him. So these people that make the difference between what the mama did and punishing the children, I don't think it's right.
Oh my God! Let's clap. Let's clap. Let's clap. I hear it.
Because when my cousins got in trouble and I was over there, I got in trouble too.
You caught it beating too.
Yeah, we was all getting it.
And you know why? And you know why, Regina? And I met this young lady and her whole crew down in St. Petersburg when I was down there over the weekend. It was an awesome crowd. We had a great time, and I appreciate you, Senny. This is again, and I know the folks are going to disagree. It's just the act of compassion. She just said it. It doesn't have nothing to do with it. It hasn't.
Where is the love? That's the problem today. Our young children, our black children, they suffer because of the past sins of the parent. That shouldn't be the way. We should come together as a village and help all of the children. Don't make favoritism. Don't take one out of the bad household and make his life better when the other ones are suffering. If you can do and make a difference in all of their lives, then do so. And forget about the mama, because apparently she ain't got it together enough to take care of herself. But why let the children starve? If you're going to do something for one, do it for all. That's the humanistic and the right way to do things. Let her be what she is.
Boy, that knowledge is dropping. You still there?
I'm here.
Okay.
No, I agree with
Again, you
that.
gotta look at the bigger picture with this. We already know. She just said it. Yes, there's a whole situation going on in this whole problematic thing. But we gotta have some compassion, everybody, if you can. I agree if the folks, I respectively agree to disagree with the others, but they're still at what they used to say back in the day, Senny. At the end of the day,
At the end of the day.
Regina, at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's about the children.
Thank you.
Thanks, Regina.
Let's clap for her. She's on board with us now. She's going to be in that chat. Thank you. I've enjoyed you guys over the weekend, and I'll be in touch.
All right.
And now you got a whole new family right here in this chat room every morning, young lady.
I will be there. Have a good day, guys. Bye.
God bless.
You too. Well, guys.
Well, wait, we're going to, everybody settle down.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. Everybody calm down. Shout out to the whole bums.
Yes, we know the mom. We know the mom is a bum. The mom is a bum at Come Depot.
All right, guys. All right, we're back. It is 24 minutes after our welcome back. Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Senny J, only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Chat room, we're going to do some news. We're going to do something else. Chat room's wide open, or please call in 570-982-6950. Guys, put a number 1 in the chat room if you're enjoying the show today. Put a number 2 if you're not. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you're enjoying the show. Put a number 2 if you're not. Senny, we might shout out the room today. What it was, Senny, thank you so much for that whole.
Yeah, I just seen, it's one of those things, definitely we still encourage you guys to write in with any of your situations to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show at gmail.com.
Yeah.
But that was the best situation going on right now that everybody has a different opinion on. There is 2 clear things, people are either going to do it or they're not. I think a lot of people said they're gonna, I think everybody knows that that's messed up, because a lot of people did say, I'll take my kid, I'll take them out so they're not eating in front of everybody, because that is, messed up. So I think
wrong.
we understand it's all messed up.
All right, well, guys, thank you.
Prentice Cox, he said if those kids are good kids, they could get a couple meals out of me. But if they're rude, I ain't messing with them. Said I ain't acting with them kids.
Well, at least she got some type of compassion to even consider having some kind of guidelines to feed the other kids.
Prentice will be like, line them up, make them say what they like about me.
That's right. Or like in the movie Coming to America, bark like a dog. Woof, woof.
Prentice will be like, I need them to wash my car every Sunday.
Yeah, there's going to be some.
Do you want this McDonald's?
That's right. It's going to be some illegal laboring going on for that. Put Vaseline on your face. Oh man, you guys are horrible. What?
So,
But you got your led by Vanetta George. Vanetta, you proved your point. Go ahead.
I'm gonna try and reach out to this woman. And
I
see
would
if we
love
can
for her
get
to call in because I'm a
That
fan
would
of
be
yours.
amazing.
That would be awesome.
So we can get some more backstory. So we can get, some more information. I'm gonna try and see what I can do, y'all.
Wow.
So make sure you
Tune in
make sure you stick around because there's gonna be more.
and bring your judgmental bag with you, since she's a whole bum at Come Depot.
Horrible.
Who says that?
Danielle Williams
And Beanie Green.
and Beanie.
She can't even be a quarter of a bum. She's a whole bum. And so for some reason it's funny, but it sounds so disrespectful.
It is.
A whole bum
A whole one. Not to be confused.
with a half of a bum
What a half of a bum.
or a quarter of a bun. Go ahead.
Sean, this actually goes to what you be talking about.
Of course.
The metaverse, your dead loved ones, everything like that.
Harvey's house, baby.
Harvey's house. Alexa will soon be able to hit you with a bit of nostalgia and speak to you in a loved one's voice. New updates to the AI device, which essentially serves as a virtual assistant, revealed at a Mars conference on Wednesday that the company says Alexa's new capability will enable lasting personal relationships. For example, if someone asks Alexa to read a story in their grandmother's voice, she can. Using a short recording of someone's voice, Alexa can learn to mimic it. Senior Vice President and Head Scientist of Alexa AI at Amazon said in a video played at the event, the ability for Alexa to be a companion and have human-like empathy is especially useful after many people lost loved ones during the pandemic. While AI can't eliminate the pain of loss, it can make those relationships last. To create this feature, Amazon had to learn to produce a high-quality voice with less than a minute of recording versus hours of recording in the studio. The AI director said the way we made it happen is by framing the problem as a voice conversation task and not a speech generation path. Amazon announced Alexa had the ability to adopt the voices of public figures such as Samuel L. Jackson's voice with their consent by utilizing recordings the stars offer up as the baseline for additional computer-generated phases. Another new update announced at the event is conversation mode, which means you don't have to say, "Hey Alexa," to continue conversing with the device. You simply say it once and you can continue to ask Alexa questions or make requests. Alexa also has human-like reasoning, the ability to use short-term context available in the moment, and long-term memory accumulated over years of experience. For example, if you ask her to remind you about the Super Bowl, she will not only look up the date and time, but make sure it is in your time zone, and she will set a reminder for 10 minutes before the game. Another example, Alexa has hunches about your routine and will notice if you ask to turn on and off the lights at the same time every day. So she's essentially thinking before she speaks. If someone tells Alexa they want to buy flowers for their wife, she will infer a romantic relationship and suggest buying red roses. They said we're questionably living in the golden era of AI where our dreams and science fictions are becoming a reality. So would you use that feature, Sean?
Well, first of all, I want to say this. Thank God for Jesus. Put it on one chat room if you're enjoying the show. Put it number 2 if you're not. I'm an advocate of the metaverse, and even this Alexa. I don't like the whole Alexa thing, waking up in the morning, all that clapping.
Do you have an Alexa?
No, I don't. I do. Actually, I do.
Do you use
I don't use that stuff. And it's actually on the TV too. You say something on TV, it's weird. I don't like these things, but this is what I will say. Senny Jane, God bless. The metaverse is real. It's going to happen. We're going to, when we all drop dead, we all make a deposit in the metaverse where our loved ones can continue to honor us in remembrance of our life. That's going to happen. It actually happens now on Facebook with just, like you got your past friends and loved ones.
Yeah.
If you're still their friends, it says something like remembering someone, I think it says.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the whole movement of deleting the dead on my social media platform.
Right.
Out of all due respect, I think that's horrible. If somebody's dead and you know it and you delete them because you need space or whatever. Put number one chat room if you ever deleted one of your dead friends. Oh, give me a number 2. I never did that. The one thing I will say about this, Senny J, is you got to see it to believe it. Who's the guy that runs Facebook again? What's his name?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg has created a heaven. The Alexis folks, whoever makes Alexis, have created a heaven. Because I say this because I understand the beliefs of the back in the day and the Babylonians and even black folks. That there's a heaven and you go to another place when you pass away. And I get it. And I think that that's something that's comforting to us while we're here on earth to feel that we have some place that we're going. I get it, Senny J. And back in the days when people lived to 30 years old and 40 years old, and when you was 50 years old, you were considered elderly. And these mystical, magical gods were created, Senny J, for you to go to a better place. Nothing wrong with that. But to this day, Senny J, I'm 57 years old. I'm old as hell. Arthritis all over my body. Swag still crazy, though. And in my 57 years, I've known hundreds of people have passed away. And there's going to be a day that my day will come too, just like all of us. So live your best life. I would say whole life. But not one time have I seen anyone come from the heavens, Senny. I've never seen it in my life. I've never seen someone passed away, went to heaven, came back and said, yo, everything's cool up there and when we can't wait to see you. I've never seen that. There's been people that's passed away that maybe I've known in my life that I've seen in a dream, and maybe that might, you can easily equate that to heaven. You can do that. That's a discussion. But me personally, I've never seen anybody come back. Well, everybody that's dropped dead that I've known has never come back or never had any proof of the heavens or the stars or the earths. And I say that respectively. But today, there is some kind of sign of a heaven that we can see. Because when your punk ass pass away and when the metaverse starts to get up and running, we can literally put on some shades, Senny J, go into the metaverse and see our beloved passed away members of our lives. And now you can take a recording that's less than 30 seconds and Alexis will build a whole conversation with a loved one. To me, that's evidence.
Not Alexis.
Oh, what's her name?
Alexa.
Alexa. What's the other girl yesterday that threw the young
Shawn Tover.
Shawn Tover. Shawn Tover and Alexa. We live in the world now. It's almost like the Jetsons.
I don't know.
You will be, instead of pictures or some kind of recording, because I believe that the heaven for me is when folks pass away, their loving spirit is I remember that person. So that's how that person energy goes on for me. If someone passed away and their energy is, I still remember them, that's would be considered heaven or spirit for me, because that's a reality for me. Now, Senny, we are in a realm where when you put your goggles on, 2 years from now, the goggles are going to be about $250, Senny. And you could go in the metaverse and they will create one of your loved ones floating around out there where you can see him. And Alexa, you could take a recording and play it whenever you want to have conversations with people that passed away that you love. I think it's a brilliant idea. Don't listen to too much of your loved ones, while they pass away on Alexa too much. You might lose your mind because of the realness of the voice, Senny. But I will dare to say this. This is some kind of form of heaven.
I mean, I guess.
This is something that I can see that is in front of my face. I put my goggles on, and I could see my loved ones in heaven. And one day, it's going to be a day where Harvey be floating around in the metaverse as well. Senny, have you ever seen Senny, folks have passed away in your life, right? Obviously.
Right.
Have they come back from heaven and have a conversation with you?
No, I haven't had one yet.
Okay.
Hopefully soon.
Okay, cool. Now, but Senny, in the metaverse, you can create a loved one via their profile pictures or anything that's linked to them on social media or on the internet. It's almost like Build-A-Bear. You could build this person up, put them in the metaverse, and you can literally have a relationship with them. What do you guys think about that? And put a number 1 in the chat room if anybody came back from heaven to chop it up with you.
I don't think I'd want it though, because
It's very weird.
I like the robotic voice. I don't really want to hear.
Right.
So, I wouldn't want to hear.
But Senny, what about now? If you listen to it on a daily basis, yes, that would be very weird, and I think that'd be detrimental to your mental health. But every once in a while, let's say a birthday. Say one of your loved ones, it was a birthday or anniversary, and you played like a 2 minutes of conversation. They're like, "Hey guys, hey Senny," like they're saying whatever. Are you open to at least that?
I mean,
or you just don't want no parts of it?
I mean, I guess just to see it and hear it. Because, remember Kim Kardashian? Kanye got her that hologram of her father that, talked to her. That's kind of cool. But I think it would be, really emotional. I probably wouldn't watch it all the time.
So do you think that we should respect the folks that pass away and not have this type of animations or voice recognition? Or should we? What's your thoughts on that?
I think if it's possible, it should be available. But I just don't think I would.
Now, so it would be available for you whenever you want to use it, but you wouldn't.
Right.
Okay, I kind of on the same boat. I think, boy, Senny's been in Harvey house today. I'm okay with that whole animation, but I don't think I would use it on a daily or regular basis because I think it could literally drive you almost crazy or insane. Because you can become attached, especially if you're compulsive or obsessive. If you have that type of personality like me or heavy ADHD, you will fixate yourself on that particular individual.
Yeah.
And you might lose a little bit of your reality. But it is proof that this is the closest that you can get for somebody coming back from the dead. Would you agree with that, Senny?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Guess, yeah. Bringing it back.
All right, let's go. Have anyone said anybody come back from heaven?
Yeah. I'll look in the thing. I can't see. You might have to look on your phone.
Okay.
The next story.
Ain't nobody came from or hell city.
Or hell.
None of them come back. And I've been to hell 7 times. I told you guys that.
Shawn has said that. He has been
85, 86.
Wow.
Those are hellish years. 91.
Airbnb is making its party ban permanent. Airbnb announced a temporary global ban on parties and events nearly 2 years ago. Now, the home sharing company is putting the ban in place permanently. It said Airbnb will continue to bar disruptive parties and events, including open invite gatherings, party houses, quote unquote, which people book for a large event for one night will also stay banned. Airbnb announced this on Tuesday that a global ban on parties following a temporary restriction put in place. Other short-term rental platforms such as VRBO have struggled with party houses and large-scale events. Airbnb placed a ban on party houses and rolled out several safety features in 2019 after 5 people were killed in a shooting at one of its bookings. In 2020, the company instituted the global ban as the pandemics hit. Airbnb said that since it's implemented its policy in August of 2020, it has seen a 44% year-over-year drop in the rate of party reports. The temporary ban has proved effective, and today we are officially codifying the ban as our policy. Airbnb said guests who attempt to violate its rules will face consequences varying from account suspension to full removal from the platform. In 2021, for example, more than 6,600 guests were suspended from Airbnb for violating its party ban. So, I guess no more parties. People are starting to get a little pissed off at Airbnb because they said that it's basically becoming, it's probably better to stay in a hotel because they have a lot of rules now. Some people have had problems with possible cameras being in the units, filming people, giving them laundry lists, giving them chores to do before they leave the home, even though they have cleaning fees. So I don't know how this will affect them. I mean, I think that is the allure of Airbnb, is the fact that I can have a bunch of people over here. I don't think they should be restricting it on whether they have a party. Yes, if damage is being done, okay, yes, you're going to be charged for that. Or maybe do a higher cleaning fee, but that's why people are the allure of Airbnb is get everybody together so you don't have, like, what do you consider a party? Some people could have 15 to 20 people in their, like, just immediate little family. Or, I mean, that's not little, but just in their immediate family, if they're all looking for a house to meet up at for, you know, whatever the purpose is. Like, they can't do that now? Like, I mean, come on. Then people are just going to go back to hotels. Hotels been cheap lately.
Shout out to the Godfather Solar. Yeah, I guess in the metaverse we have the podcast up there. Thank God for Jesus.
Where we could be in front of you, but we don't.
Yeah, we'd be floating around and then we just thought, you know, people could watch the show in the metaverse.
We could be home, but it would look like we're all together.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I would say the smallest percentage of folks are going to act out of control in the Airbnb. You knew that was going to happen. This was a great concept when it came out 10 years ago, whatever. It was a great concept, you know. And we even broadcast one day back in the day out of Airbnb, Senny J. Yeah. Beautiful house, and, you know, and folks, the business model of it was unbelievable, and folks jumped on it. But you have the reckless folks. You can't control these people. They got house parties. What they do is they leverage the Airbnb for profit. I think that's a good idea. Maybe you've rented out the Airbnb and then you have a big party and you charge people to come to the Airbnb. Makes sense. The problem is you can't control everybody. Everybody's acting crazy. There's people getting killed at the Airbnb. You can't have those same rules and regulations and procedures as a hotel because you're literally in somebody's house, so it's hard to follow those rules. Yeah, they need to eliminate the Airbnb industry because it's just going to get worse. They shut it down for COVID. Obviously, that was the obvious reason. But would you go to an Airbnb, a bunch of folks say?
I mean, yeah, I've been to Airbnbs that have had parties. I mean, everybody was just acting regular. I was like, oh, they allowed to have a party? And they was like, I mean, they ain't say nothing.
Right, so. They ain't say nothing. That's the neighbor ish.
So, I mean, but I've also been to Airbnbs where it wasn't necessarily a party, but like they had a large family and they were, okay, like they had come over from California. And they had family that lived in the area and some friends. So we all went over there. Right. So there was like a bunch of us. But again, this house was huge. The house had a pool inside. The house had like a 6-foot pool inside the house. You know, it had a game room downstairs with 2 different video game consoles. It had like 7 bedrooms. So to me, okay, I think we need to classify what you consider a party, because a lot of these Airbnbs are really lavish. They're not just for 2 or 3 people, not even 5 people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what do they expect to be going on there? And they're charging, $1,000 to $2,000 a night, sometimes on the weekends, for these larger homes. So what are we to assume, that just a quiet family of 4 is just chilling in there?
But I think that in the beginning, that was the business model.
Right.
In the beginning, that's what I'm saying. It's not that no more. People are profiting off of the rental of the Airbnb. Nothing wrong with it. I think it's nothing wrong with it. Maybe they should have set that policy in the beginning. You can't throw a party in a hotel room. They're going to come. People are going to knock on the door. You can't have that type of situation. They should have put these policies and procedures in the beginning of the Airbnb industry. It's too late now.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of people do too is they're going off the platform. Like, they'll just tell people, just hit me up if you want to. Because some people just don't care. Like, you can still do a party over here. I'm not, they'll still let their house open.
Right. So, and that's another thing. And I think that's cool too.
But you don't have the safety of the
Yeah, you're off the platform and you're sort of like an independent contractor.
You're going rogue.
Yeah, you're going rogue. You're like, whatever. And hey, do what you got to do. In this economy, in the world that we live in today, Senny's right about what she says about that. You could get a job. You could have income. You could create income today if you're healthy and you have some kind of commodity or anything, and you can make money. So that's what it is. But the Airbnb, it's like a Uber driver. Like some Uber drivers, they get their personal clients and they go off the platform and they just drive them around. It's the same thing. So if you want to continue to party, get off that platform and just start, using the social media or the internet to rent out your house, your home, or whatever it is. What else you got to say?
Yeah.
Know that people going to tear up your house and somebody might get killed.
Yeah.
And yes, they should be cameras in your house. You don't know what these people are doing. I want to see. I got 20 strangers in my house with dark liquor. I want to see what's going on.
Maybe the outside, but you think that there should be cameras inside the home?
Yeah, a little bit.
In the bedroom?
Not in at least the open, like, kitchen, like something. I got to see something in the crib.
What if people are, they get a little frisque?
In the kitchen?
Yeah.
I want to watch.
Or in the living room.
I want to watch.
Or even on the back deck.
Yeah.
They're on vacation.
Yeah, I want to see all that sescapade. I want to see all of that. I will let them know. There's cameras here, there, and there. And I'll let them know that.
No, I'm going to pay $409.
Not in the bedrooms. You don't have none of that, but I got to see something.
There was one problem because the one owner, he had the camera pointed on the hot tub, and they kind of felt like that was an invasion of privacy.
It is.
Aren't they supposed to get some level of privacy, even though they're renting your home?
Well,
because they can't be there. There's no cameras in a hotel room in the common area.
But I'm just saying, maybe there's laws. The laws don't protect the Airbnb like that for a public place. So anything goes. Anything goes when it comes to hoes, because pimping ain't easy.
What?
Remember that song?
No, Sean.
Put number one in chat room. Anything goes when it comes to hoes, because pimping ain't easy.
I'm not saying that Sean's Airbnb.
I'm going to have cameras because I want to see what's going on.
Not Prentice said my Airbnb would have all types of hidden cameras.
Yeah,
Sorry.
why not? Because there's a lot going on. I want to see.
Stop.
And you can't prosecute me. You're in my house. I got cameras in my house.
No.
You're in my house. What else you got?
You're a creep.
I'd be a creep.
Sean's like,
I'd be a whole creep.
Oh my gosh. 40. This story is so sad. 46 migrants found dead in an abandoned trailer in San Antonio. 46 people were found dead after being abandoned in a tractor trailer on a remote back road in San Antonio on the latest tragedy to claim the lives of migrants smuggled across the border from Mexico to the U.S. 16 people are in critical condition, were hospitalized, I can't talk, including 4 children. A city worker heard a cry for help from the truck shortly before 6 p.m. on Monday and discovered the gruesome scene. Police Chief William McManus said hours later, body bags lay spread on the ground near the trailer and bodies remained inside. San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg said the 46 who had died had families who were likely trying to find a better life. This is nothing short of a horrific human tragedy. It's among the deadliest of the tragedies that have claimed thousands of lives in recent decades as people attempt to cross the U.S. border from Mexico. 10 migrants died in 2017 after being trapped inside a truck parked at a Walmart in San Antonio. In 2003, the bodies of 19 migrants were found in a sweltering truck southeast of San Antonio. The home countries of the immigrants and how long they were abandoned on the side of the road were not immediately known. Of the 16 taken to the hospitals with heat-related illnesses, 12 were adults and 4 were children. The patients were hot to the touch and dehydrated, and no water was found in the trailer. They suffering from heat stroke and exhaustion. It was a refrigerated tractor trailer, but there was no visible working AC unit on the rig. And it just goes into the history of the people using this for years. Because this is like nothing new, but I guess this is the most recent of, all these people dying like that.
Senny, we're going to get out of here. We got a great show for you guys tomorrow. We truly appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you so much. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Waco Team. Big shout out to Senny J. God bless you. People are dying to get into this country. I blame the Trump administration and now who's the president now? Biden. And the Joe Biden administration, because of our Latin, Mexican, Guatemalan friends and all those folks down there, they're the only ones dying to get into this country. They let the floodgates open for the Ukrainian refugees. This Florman. These people got jobs already all over the United States. They got comfortable living. And
Not to mention the Canadians.
And the Canadians. And this is a form of just horrible race. I'm going to say racism and discrimination, because why are the Mexican people and those folks got to load up in trucks, tractor trailers without AC to get into this country? You have them parked on the border, sitting there waiting to get into this country, and they separate their children. That's what Trump did. The children are back with the families, and they're sitting there waiting to get into this country. Why? Why them? Why aren't the Ukrainians and the Canadians and the Germans and all these other people, why they not in tractor trailers? Why? And this is a terrible tragedy for the Mexican government, but mostly the United States of America. And I'm a fan of the United States of America, and you know this. But there are some things that I totally disagree with, and border immigration is one of them. Joe Biden, who I voted for, Senny J, you didn't. Right. I'm terribly disappointed in your policies with this border. You've been president for over a year now. Let the floodgates open. It doesn't impact the population of the United States, and the Babylonians still, to this day, still have the power structure in this country. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. But why we have these tragedies happen with these Mexican folks and these folks trying to get into this country? It's a tragedy. And I blame the United States of America government for this trail of death. That is common. It's common. It's 46, 7, whatever people it is. I say this respectively. May they rest in peace, and my condolences to their family. It's horrible. It's terrible.
And it's a shame because it's also, I feel like they know these people. What do they call them? The coyotes. These people pay these people, and technically they were already in America. They were in Texas, right? So whatever happened, these people just decided to abandon ship. Like, they could have opened that truck and just let them do whatever they gotta do. Like, look, whatever's gonna happen. Yeah. But you decided to leave, and those people probably paid money, probably paid their whole life savings.
Coyotes.
To get on that truck to die. They literally paid to
die.
die.
And on top of that, if they find the coyote guys, yeah, you're right. They're in San Antonio. Just open up the doors.
You could have just opened the doors.
I mean, if someone was chasing,
part is done already.
right? If someone was chasing you, go around, open the trailer, and just let them out and keep running. You could have did that.
No, because obviously for all them people to die, that truck was there all day. That truck was there.
Where was the
for
driver?
Hours. They don't know. They said they have people in custody, but they don't know. I think that they think that they're from the trucking company.
Again, it still goes back to the policies of the United States of America. Because why are there people in tractor trailers trying to get into this country when every other group can get it? Haitians can't get into this country.
And I bet you there was some Border Patrol agents in on it. Because how they get in a tractor trailer full of people through the border? How'd y'all do that? That's what I'm saying. It has to be some type of inside job. Somebody knew that this truck was here, and a city worker found it at that.
Word. I hope they had some McDonald's for them. All right, we out of here. God bless. Y'all guys have a great day. God bless you. We'll be back tomorrow. That's compassionate.